Hi guys, I feel like I haven't done a life update video in so long and so much has happened in my life this past year that I want to share with you guys, and some of my friends don't even know like what's going on in my life because I'm literally all over the place doing new things every day in a different country, it feels like, so it's hard to keep up with my life and everything that's going on. And when I get ready today to go have a crazy packed day for Cinco de Mayo, I just thought, why not talk to you guys while I get ready? So we're gonna do my makeup and just talk through life and everything that's been going on. A year ago, I graduated from San Diego State, which is actually crazy that it's been basically a year. I graduated with a marketing degree and a minor in Spanish interdisciplinary studies and digital and social media studies. That is what I graduated with a degree in. However, since October and November-ish of senior year, I knew that post-grad I was gonna do semester at sea. It was something that I wanted to do all throughout college, but I never had the opportunity to do because it kept getting canceled because of COVID. But I knew it was something I had to do. And it was kind of like crazy that I was doing it because your whole life, you kind of grow up and you're like, I'm gonna go to college, then I'm gonna get a job afterwards. And I was kind of just saying like, fuck that. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to go on semester at sea and continue my education and do study abroad. So I was super fortunate. My parents were like, yeah, sure. Like, you've always wanted to do it. Like, you can do it. So it was kind of nice because I didn't have the stress of needing to get a job because no one was gonna hire me in like June and August when I couldn't start until January because it would have been physically impossible to have a job while on the ship because there's no Wi-Fi or anything when you're on semester at sea. And so it was nice. After I graduated, I stayed in San Diego for like 2 weeks, and then my dad and I did a cross-country road trip back from San Diego to New Jersey with all of my stuff from college. And that is just something that I've done all of college. It's like these cross-country road trips to New Jersey and San Diego. So this was my last one that I did with my dad, which was really cute. I got back to New Jersey like the way beginning of June, and then I literally had like 3 days at home, and then I was off to Europe with my best friend Bella from home to do a little Europe grad trip. So that was my first time ever like leaving the country. I guess you could say leaving North America because I'd been to like Mexico and Canada. But prior to that, I have never been to Europe. So it was really exciting for me, and it was awesome that I got to experience that with my best friend Bella for the first 2 weeks. And then I met up with my best friend from San Diego State, Jen, and we did next 2 weeks of travel together. So I did Italy and London with Bella, and then I did Spain, Croatia, and the Netherlands with Jen in June and a little bit into July. I forget when I got home exactly. But that was just like an awesome month of traveling in Europe. I knew I was going back to some of those places, which was even crazier of a thought because I went from never leaving the country to going to Europe for a month, and then I was gonna go in a few months all around the world for another 4 months. So it was kind of just like, I've always loved traveling, but I've traveled only extensively within the United States. So this was the first time leaving the country traveling, and I was literally doing it like all at once. So it was gonna be a lot, but I was really excited for it. So then when I got back to America in July and August, I was just at home at my parents' house in New Jersey, literally like hanging out with my dog and tanning and just like spending time with my parents because I wasn't gonna see them for a while. So that was like nice, whatever, like summer in New Jersey. And then my parents had also, they've gone to like London and Ireland. I think it's like the 2 places in Europe that they've been to, but besides that, they've never been to a lot of countries in Europe. If you're like, okay, semester at sea embarks in Amsterdam, I have to go over there, like why wouldn't we use that as an opportunity as a family to go on a little family trip? So for 2 weeks, my parents and I went around Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and the Netherlands before I embarked on semester at sea. And that was just like such a special memory for me. Like, oh, traveling Europe with my parents. That makes me want to cry. And it was just so much fun. And also like I was freaking crazy, like traveling for 2 weeks before even going on 4 months straight traveling. Like I was really taking all the opportunities I could get to go travel because I've never done stuff like that before. So I was literally so excited. Why am I like crying? I'm not, I swear. So early September, I embarked on semester at sea. Amsterdam was our embarkation port, and it was just a dream come true. I was bawling, obviously. I was just so excited to go on semester at sea. I wasn't scared, like at all. The only thing I was like low-key scared of was seasickness because I'd never been on a boat either. So I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do with this. One time I went deep sea fishing and I got really seasick. So I was like, oh my God, is that what 4 months straight is gonna be like? Fast forward 4 months, I didn't get seasick once. It was perfectly fine. We didn't go into any storms or anything, which in retrospect, I kind of wish we had like a crazy storm to go through so that we had like a wild story, you know, because life is just all about the stories. Went on semester at sea for 4 months as a postgraduate student, which I really liked and appreciated that I did semester at sea as a postgrad student, because I think the way I took things and the way I did it was a lot different than if I were to have done it as a junior when I originally planned to. And just the people on my voyage were the best people in the whole entire world. Like, I swear to God, our voyage, I know everyone says this, was the best voyage ever, and I made lifelong friends, like, for sure. Like, I still talk to those girls like every single day who are like my best friends. It was just a lifetime of memories in 4 months, and it was like every day was peaking. Like, it's actually insane the experience that semester at sea gives you. So that was just like 4 months of the best days of my life, and I'm so grateful that I did that. We went to 11 different countries in 4 months across Europe, Africa, and Asia. And then at the end of it, my friends and I stayed in Dubai. We disembarked in Dubai on December 22nd, and I stayed there until the 28th, 27th, 28th, with my friends in like a beautiful house right across from the Burj. It was just like insane. And then I was supposed to keep traveling with my friends, and we were supposed to go back to my one friend's house in Egypt. But at that point, I was kind of just like, I wasn't tired of traveling. I honestly like don't think I ever got tired of traveling. It was just like, I wanted to be home. Is that tired of traveling? I guess you could say. I was just like, you know what? I can come back. You know, I think that's a perspective that you had to have on semester at sea, is like, you can't do everything, and you kind of just had to be like, I'm so young, I'll have like more opportunities hopefully to come back to these countries in the future and do the things I didn't get to do. And so I like last minute literally was like, okay, I'm not going to Egypt, I'm just going home. So I went home, but that was like also my first Christmas away from home, which was kind of crazy to think, like 23 years and boom, celebrating in Dubai with my like best friends instead. Like, what was my life? Those whole 4 months, it was just like, what is my life? I'm so lucky, so fortunate to be doing this. I got back to New Jersey. I stayed in New Jersey for 2 weeks before I went out to San Diego, because all of my friends live in San Diego still. And so I hadn't seen them since May. And so I was like, I need to go see my best friends, like, obviously. And I was still kind of on this high where I went from being so stimulated every single day for 4 months to like nothing in New Jersey. So I was like, I gotta keep going. Like, I gotta go to San Diego. So I went to San Diego for 2 weeks. I saw all of my friends, hung out with them. It was just so nice. I showed them my semester at sea documentary, which is a video that literally means so much to me. It's the video that I made that I hold most special to my heart, because it's just like the best 4 months into an 1.5 hour long documentary. So that took so long to make, and just all my friends sat down in my friend's house with like a charcuterie board, and they all watched it, which also meant so much to me, because it was just the people I care about most in my life watching a video about the thing that meant most to me in my life that none of them were there for, besides 2 of my friends from semester at sea came and watched it. So that was just such a special activity in San Diego. And then I literally left San Diego January 31st, and then I road tripped from New Jersey to Austin on January 2nd, I think it was, to move in to a house here with 4 other girls that I met on Facebook and didn't know, in a new city with only 2 people that I knew. I guess to go back a little bit, when I was on semester at sea, I obviously had to start thinking about the future and what I wanted my life to be like after semester at sea. And I knew, as I said before, because I was so stimulated, I wanted to keep being stimulated. And semester at sea really emphasized to me how much I loved meeting new people and going new places and doing new things. So I was like, I want to move to a new city after semester at sea. Like, I absolutely adore San Diego. My favorite place in the whole entire world. I know I'll end back up there. All my friends are there, but it's nothing new, and I want something new. So I was like, thinking while I was on the ship, and I like literally texted my best friend Will, who lives here in Austin. I was like, how's Austin, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna move to Austin after semester at sea. I moved to Austin. Oh, I forgot a part of the story. Okay, so oh my God, there's literally so much intertwined in this past year of my life. Before going on semester at sea, I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to interview for jobs while on the ship because of the Wi-Fi and everything. And when I was in country, I didn't want to have to be dealing with that. But I didn't want to get off semester at sea and have nothing in my life. So I was like, let's go to grad school, right? Because that's the obvious answer. You're like, let's just throw myself back into school. It's all we know. I applied to 3 different grad schools. I applied to PACE in New York City, which was in person, Colorado, which was virtual, and University of Florida, which was virtual, all for their social media program. And I got into University of Florida while I was on the ship, and I was like, that's where I'm going. I'm doing their social media program. So that started January 9th. So I got home, I had like a week, and then I started grad school right away, a full course load of 3 classes for grad school. But what is really nice about the program, and which is why I did it, 1, because it's from a really good school, 2, because it's remote, and that still gives me the flexibility flexibility to live wherever, basically do whatever, travel whenever still. And so it was like just the perfect program for me to join. So I was doing grad school also. I moved to Austin and I was like, okay, let's try to start finding jobs now as well, because I wanted to be in grad school while also having a full-time job. I was looking literally all day, every day, applying to hundreds and hundreds, reaching out to people, like going through everything. I made it to basically the 5th round of interviews in this one company that I thought I had it with, and then they were like, no. And I was like, I hate my life. So that one was really hard because I really wanted that job, like, and I thought I had it after all those interviews. I did so many projects for them. It was just like disappointing. I really loved the company, but that's life. When one door closes, I guess another door opens. I still have yet to find that door that's opening, but you get the vibe. Whatever, went back to the job search, but it was still kind of nice because I do have that safety net of like, I'm still in grad school. I do social media stuff on my own. Yeah, it's not enough to like make a living and stuff, but still I'm doing stuff. I'm staying active and social. Got back into Pilates, going on my like hot girl walks, all of that. I'm living in a new city, trying to meet new people and doing all that. So it was kind of fun. I didn't want to put a ton of pressure on myself because when I get stressed, I get migraines, and then that's not good for me or my well-being. So I just kept looking for jobs, and in the beginning of March, I got a job part-time as a social media manager, and I have been doing that ever since. So that's the whole work situation. Then let's see what else has been going on. I have been in, I guess, Austin since the beginning of February, and I've had so many visitors, which has been so much fun, and it makes me so happy that like my best friends want to see where I live and come and visit me, and that's meant so much to me. And I've had so much fun when they've been here, because when you have a visitor in town, since they're like a tourist and a traveler basically, you show them everything. So it was a really great way for me to get to know Austin as well. So that was really awesome. But then I was also traveling a lot and leaving Austin a lot, and I have the past few months left a lot. I went to Tahoe with my friends for my friend's birthday weekend, which was really, really fun. I'd never been to Tahoe. I went to SLO for a little semester at Sea Reunion, which was really, really fun. And then I went to both weekends at Coachella, a wedding in Florida, and back home in New Jersey. So I was gone for 3 weeks straight. So I haven't been in Austin that much, and I still have a lot of plans to travel this upcoming summer, which I'm really, really excited about. But it literally all is thanks to having a remote job and remote grad school, because that gives me the flexibility to do both of those from literally wherever in the world, which is something that I really prioritize. And I think like after semester at sea, a lot of people say that the transition back into the real world is really difficult. And yes, I cried a lot because I'm really emotional and I'm really nostalgic, and I like am very empathetic and feel things to my heart very deeply. So I've obviously like cried a lot about the transition back to normal life, but it's also just like inspired me to really just keep living a life that I want to live, and keep having my priorities in check and living by what I want to do, and not kind of like what society wants you to do, I guess. Like No, I don't want a 9-to-5 behind a desk. I want the flexibility to travel and see the world and immerse myself in other countries and landscapes and cultures and all of that. Like that's something I prioritize, and I will keep prioritizing. And I'm just really fortunate to have things in my life right now that are allowing me that flexibility to keep on traveling, keep on seeing my friends all around the world and the country, and just keep living while I'm young, which it's insane. Like the fact that in a year, I have gone to so many different countries and met so many new people and done so many new things and tried so many new foods and done so many cool activities is insane. Like this past year of my life has just been the craziest year of my life, and I can't believe the things that I've done and get to do and continue to get to do. So life's just been crazy, like wild. I literally feel like I like woke up finally like this month. I was like, whoa, like all of that happened this past year, like fucking crazy my life. That's kind of just been my life for the past year. This summer I'm going to Europe again, which I'm really, really excited about. And then I'm going to Chicago with my friends to go to Lollapalooza. And I'm going to like a sleepaway camp thing in New York for work. And then who knows where life will take me and what I'll do. Life, man, you never know where I'm gonna be or what I'm gonna be doing. And I love just living a full life and doing what makes me happy. And right now that is just traveling, exploration, and socializing and learning. I don't know if I said this, my degree is in social marketing. What? No, it's not. It's in social media, because as I was applying to jobs, I was like, oh my God, do I like marketing? after literally doing a whole degree in that, I was like, is that what I want to do? And so I was like, I'm gonna go to grad school for that. I obviously have personal experience doing social media, but I just wanted like more education and actually like learn things. And my first semester of grad school was incredible. The teachers were awesome. I learned so much. It was so fun because it was what I liked learning about. And like I was also on this high from semester at sea where I was just learning things that I loved. Semester at sea, I just learned things and subjects that I wanted to do, not necessarily what I had to learn, which I think makes learning so much more fun when it's things that you care about learning and will actually impact your life, and like this benefits my career. That's what my master's degree is in, and I will finish that next year. It's an 18-month program, so I'm like 6 months into it. Yay! So that's just a little update on my life and the craziness that it's been the past year. It's been so fun, so awesome. Can't complain. Life is good, as I always say. It's literally been my Instagram bio for like 10 years since middle school. That's just like my motto. Life is good. And that's what's been up. And I'm glad to be back in Austin for a little bit and meet more people and do more fun things. So thank you guys so much for always following along, no matter where I am in the world, because I just want to keep sharing the people, places, and things I love most with you guys. And yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day. Love you and bye.